otherwise will come without gunfire.
On North Avenue, near Druid Hill Avenue in West Baltimore, there's peace at this hour. No sign of the daytime deadly gun violence that erupted earlier. The incident caught on camera. Police releasing the images with a tweet Wednesday. Investigators seeking the identity of the suspects. Look at them. They appear to be two males jumping out of a dark-colored car, both wearing black hoodies. One of them wearing yellow gloves, possibly hiding distinguished marks on his hands. Both with guns. They point the weapons down the block and open fire. The victim, 31-year-old Virgil Holland, with a gunshot wound to the head, killed about a half block away from his home. One man who lives in the area,
that's why I couldn't go to the store, okay.
After watching the video, saddened, then angered by what he saw. The gunfire in his community that potentially puts innocent bystanders in harm's way.
It makes things worse for everybody else.
Living in West Baltimore's Upton neighborhood are calling on city leaders and police to help them curb crime on their block.
And for months, those living in Harlem Avenue say they have been trying to protect their properties from squatters and thieves, but they say it hasn't been enough in terms of what's taking place, even after reaching out to authorities several times.
Our Janae Reese is in your corner to talk about their concerns in hopes of getting the help they're looking for.
So once I found out about the history here, I was kind of sold.
Aisha Nins and her neighbor Ashley says they moved their families to Harlem Avenue in Baltimore's Upton neighborhood. Baltimore City Police did share with WJZ that they were able to locate a total of 3 physical larceny reports and 1 burglary report filed so far this year. Detectives say there's additional data, but it's not immediately available.
One of dozens of overdoses happening this Thursday near Pennsylvania and North Avenues, just across the street from the Penn North Recovery Center, where nurse practitioner Josie Dantzler was sitting.
That's probably the 3rd or 4th person I've helped in the last 30 to 40 minutes. People are just passing out from whatever they're overdosing.
I was walking down the street and I hadn't seen his feet sticking out, and I saw him leaning over.
This man yelling for help after seeing another man down on the ground.
I called medics once I seen his eyes in the back of his head.
Never seen anything like that, so yeah, maybe it is a bad batch, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's an epidemic. We deal with this every day, probably not on this high of a, scale, but we go through this every day.
Alongside Josie is the harm reduction director for the Penn North Recovery Center, Bernard Nelson. He says they were out there to hand out Narcan and fentanyl testing strips.
I've never seen nothing like this. And I've never seen nothing like this and while doing Narcan. They foam it from the mouth, some of them.
A surreal.
If there's a ground zero for Baltimore's struggle with violence, it's West Baltimore, a broad stretch west of downtown that includes Sandtown-Winchester, Upton, Harlem Park, and Penn North. Once a proud working-class community, it's now synonymous with boarded-up row houses, corner stores behind bars, and street memorials of candles and teddy bears marking lives lost. The numbers are staggering. Crime rates about 350% higher than the national average. Yet behind the sirens and helicopters, families still cling to normalcy, kids playing on stoops under parents who have seen too much. Sandtown-Winchester became world famous in 2015 after the death of Freddie Gray, whose case sparked days of unrest. Long before that, Sandtown embodied Baltimore's deepest wounds: poverty, addiction, and distrust of police. Gunfire here is so common that children learn to duck at its sound violence woven into daily life. Many young men don't expect to reach 25, and each killing often triggers another. Fueling this cycle are the drug crews that dominate street corners. In the 2010s...
At the top of this indictment is Montana Baronet. If that name sounds familiar, it should. It was just last August that the Baltimore Police Department arrested Baronet, saying he was the city's #1 trigger puller. At that point, police pinned just one on him from 2014, but a stern warning from the police commissioner then indicated authorities weren't done yet.
Remember his name. You'll hear it again very soon. This is big news.
Well, today we did. Baronet and 11 other men who called themselves the Trained to Go Gang were indicted 2 weeks ago. Unsealed today, the indictment shows how the feds spent the last several months piecing together a more clear picture of the terror they say TTG inflicted in Baltimore for 6 years. Namely, clustered in West Baltimore, but were also over east and both in the northwest and northeast districts. 10 all together, including 3 at once 2 years ago on West Fayette Street.
A crew called Train to Go, TTG, led by Montana Baronet, ruled Sandtown with fear-committing murders, shootings, and robberies in a campaign of terror. Federal prosecutors dubbed him Baltimore's #1. One trigger puller, Baronet and his crew were taken down in a 2018 RICO case, earning him a life sentence. But removing one gang didn't end the violence, it only made room for others. Still, West Baltimore is more than crime scenes and headlines. It's the heart of the wire, but also home to resilient residents who refuse to give up. After Freddie Gray's death, federal oversight of the police brought small reforms. Community leaders, churches, and youth mentors keep pushing for change. Murals reading "West Baltimore Strong" cover cracked walls, serving as reminders that this city still believes in better days. West Baltimore's story isn't just tragedy, it's defiance. For every bullet fired, there's someone planting a seed, rebuilding, or mentoring a child. The streets may be dark, but the will to survive burns brighter than ever.